Hey guys, it's Spiffy, and today a new Rainbow Six update came out here. Now this update includes a lot of stuff, so let's get through it, guys. Alright, the first thing that actually came in this update is actually Claymores. Now for Thatcher, we got a Claymore. Now he's the first operator to actually have a Claymore. So he's the first attacking operator with the Claymore, which is pretty nice. And the second operator is Thermite. Now Thermite has a Claymore, and so it's kind of disappointing, but only 4 operators actually got Claymores, so that's kind of sad. Twitch, you got one too. Surprisingly, Twitch got one because she got buffed as well, so like they made Twitch really OP. And Glaz got one as well, which is pretty good. So those are the only operators currently right now with Claymores, so that kind of sucks that only 4 of them got them, but yeah. Alright guys, next up we got impact grenades. So these tiny little impact grenades, Smoke got one, and next is Castle got one actually. So Castle got one. Mainly the heavy armored people got one. Now Smoke is not really heavy armored, but Castle got one. He's pretty heavily armored. And Rook got one, which is the most heavily armored in the game. So surprisingly, like the heavy duty guys got impact grenades, and the new operator got one as well. So yeah. So those are the only operators with impact grenades. So yeah. Alright guys, moving on. We got Twitch. Twitch actually got buffed. Now what do I mean by this is that her operator actually became more powerful. Here I'm going to speed up the video to show you guys that once you start up the game, you actually get her drone out, which is like her special ability, her shocking drone. Now as you guys know, you couldn't do this before. You spawn with like a normal drone, and it sucked because you couldn't like instantly like go in and mess up the people, the defenders, like traps or whatever. Like whatever you do with Twitch, you couldn't like sting them or whatever. But this is really cool now, this buff, because they give you 2 Twitch drones instead of 1. Here I'm gonna speed up the video to drive over to me, and here they also actually made her shocking thing like shoot farther as well. Here I'm gonna show you guys an example. Right here I'm gonna shock myself right here. As you guys could tell, I'm pretty far away and I still got to shock myself, so they did upgrade that as well. So here you guys see, this is my first drone, and here's my second drone. So they added in 2 Twitch drones now instead of 1, which is pretty good buff. I mean it doesn't make it like too OP. It just makes it just right. This is how it originally should have happened. Honestly, in my opinion, they should have always had 2 drones. But yeah, so that's Twitch's buff. Alright guys, next thing they added in the update is actually Doc. Now, this is crazy, because originally Doc can't really heal himself unless if he goes down, but now you could heal yourself whenever you want with Doc. So as you guys could tell right there, I just shot myself in the arm, and it gave me extra health. As you guys could tell, it's like shaded in blue, and it has like 14, 13. The health does go down a little bit, but it once it gets to 100, it stays there, so it actually gives you extra health with the boost. So that is freaking awesome. Now here I'm going to show you guys the countdown that it stays at 100, and when I fell out the window I had 77 and it gave me 100. So that is an awesome boost. I mean, I honestly love that they added that in, which is really cool. As you guys can tell, it stayed at 100. I'm going to do it again, guys, and show you. So jump out the window. I have 77 health right now, and then I'm going to shoot myself. Bam, and bam, it gives me 17 health. Now the maximum you could actually do for Doc, like maximum health, is actually 120, which kind of sucks. Like you can't keep on redoing it. It automatically just goes to 120. So it kind of sucks, but yeah, at least it gives you extra health, which is really nice. So let's move on. Alright guys, next up is actually the impact grenades. Now these grenades are freaking like kind of disappointing and kind of cool at the same time. Now as you guys can see, I'm holding the grenade here and it doesn't explode in my hand. So you guys can hold these grenades for as long as you want. It doesn't matter. You can hold these things in your hands for a long time. Now here, as you guys could tell here, I threw it at the wall and it kind of makes a perfect hole in the wall. It's not like a grenade. It's scattered everywhere. As you guys could tell, I'm going to throw it on the floor there. As you guys see, it doesn't like scatter everywhere. It's just kind of like a perfect explosion in the middle. kind of like a C4 almost, except not as powerful. These grenades aren't as strong as C4s, which is kind of disappointing. I really wish these things were like more like grenades. But unfortunately, they're kind of like little explosions and not really too much. And you guys might be wondering, could these things actually kill people? Now, I'm actually going to show that later on. Alright guys, what these impact grenades are actually good for is actually exploding hatches. Now, as you guys could tell, I exploded it right there. Now, this is kind of weird, but once you throw these grenades directly at an item, it automatically explodes. But these grenades are on a timer. Now, as you guys could tell, I'm going to throw it in the air. It doesn't touch anything, but it does explode in the air. So it is on a timer, these grenades. Now, what I'm actually going to do is compare a normal grenade to these impact grenades and see the differences in explosions and like how it impacts and all that. So I'm going to do a side by side. Alright guys, now here's a real question. Could these things actually kill someone? Now here I'm going to throw a grenade at the terrorist, and he did not die the first explosion, but the second explosion he did die. So, unfortunately, you could only kill someone with 2 impact grenades, which is really gay. I really wish it was only 1 impact grenade to kill someone, but unfortunately it's not, it's 2. Alright guys, wrapping it up with claymores. Now, claymores are really interesting because they're on attack. Now, what the hell? Honestly, that's my first thing to have to say about this. Why are claymores on attack instead of defend? Like, wouldn't it make more sense if claymores were on defend than attack? I don't really get this. I don't know why. Maybe they messed up and put it on attack on accident. I'm not too sure, but whatever. Claymores are still pretty awesome. As you guys can tell, it has like this ginormous laser thing, which is kind of bad because like enemies could see these lasers really easily, especially if it's like a nighttime map. So I don't know why. You know, here's me testing out the claymore on some terrorists. So as you guys can tell, I'm running away here. I set down my claymore, and let's see what happens. So I'm waiting, and I'm waiting for the terrorist to walk into my claymore, and bam, he does. So the claymore is a 1 shot, 1 kill, or like 1 explosion, 1 kill. So it's not like the impact grenades where it takes 2. Alright guys, we're gonna test this out with actual suicide bomber. So here's me, I put down my claymore right over here, and we're gonna go try to find me a suicide bomber and see what happens when the suicide bomber runs into the claymore. So yeah, let's go get that suicide bomber. Okay, here he is. Now we're gonna jump over here and run to our claymore and see what happens. So he's shooting at me. Alright, let's see what happens. So it looks like the claymore got him, but it has a symbol that the terrorist did explode, which is kind of weird, but it did give me the hit marker, so that means I actually did kill the terrorist with the claymore. So yes, they could kill. So yeah, that's about it guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Spiffy. I'm a new YouTuber, kind of, not really anymore, but just hit that subscribe button and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.